Okay, sitting at Bakersfield. Going to do a flight on BeyondATC down to Carlsbad. And we are going to get things moving here. Standby power, independent battery. Left and right battery. Emergency lights armed. APU coming up. Right here. Pause my track IR for a moment. Sim brief. Import my flight plan. Lando, Legos 2, runway 24. Performance data. Weight and balance, 450 crew and store. Cargo.
TAWS system test.
200.
Okay.
4 passengers. Takeoff. FOB sync. Fuel on board. Takeoff data. Runway 30 right. Weather. Load METAR. Use ram air temperature. Runway 30 right. 10-8-46. Takeoff config. Takeoff flaps.
No
Setting
takeoff.
that.
No takeoff. No takeoff. No takeoff.
Oh, sorry.
No
I had
takeoff.
not reset my gear and throttles from a previous test I was doing, which I stopped in flight. Okay, takeoff data. Accept takeoff speeds. Rotate 114. Okay. All right. Right engine, start. Uncover. Cover back up. And starter. Engine's coming up. Have a good start. Left engine coming up. Setting my stabilizer trim. Setting at 3.2. That's a whole discussion in itself. I have pain from trying to identify a root cause issue that has been causing the plane to jump off the runway, and I thought I had it figured out and then realized I don't. Okay, so 2 engines started. Parameters good. Nominal. Start up. Start up beyond AT. Excuse me. BeyondATC.
BeyondATC connected.
Loading the flight plan, loading the airports. Okay. On 18.6.
Bakerfield Airport information Victor 0145 Zulu. Wind 275 at 10, visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 41, dew point 12. Altimeter 2979er. Landing and departing runway tree 0 right. Advise on initial contact. You have information Victor. Meadowsfield Airport information Victor 0145 Zulu. Wind 275 at 10, visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 41, dew point 12. Altimeter 2979er. Landing and departing runway tree 0 right. Advise on initial contact. You have information Victor.
Alright, switching over to ground for clearance as well. I need to go and set the, let's see, PFD settings. General. I think stopping in the middle of a flight causes that to split back to default or something. I don't fully understand it. It's weird. Okay, so all right, so let's got 121.7 and 118.1. Tower. Bakersfield ground, November 77 Kilo Romeo, IFR to Palomar, with information Victor.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, Bakersfield ground. Thanks for information, Victor. Cleared to McClellan Palomar Airport. Radar vectors Lando, then is filed. Maintain 4000. Expect flight level 210, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.45. Squawk 222 tree.
Cleared to Palomar. Radar vectors Lando, then is filed. Climb maintain 4000. Expect flight level 210, 10 minutes after departure. Frequency 126.45. Squawk 2223. November 7 Kilo Romeo.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, readback correct. Call me back when ready for start or taxi.
We'll call you back when we're ready for taxi. November 7 Kilo Romeo. Okay, let's set the transponder to 2, 2, 3. And it's on auto mode. And let's get 4000 set up. Bakersfield ground, November 77 Kilo Romeo at ramp 9, ready for taxi.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, runway 30 right taxi via Alpha.
Runway 30 right via Alpha, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Okay, track IR is active again. Let's get a little bit of a reset on this. It's a little better. Okay, ignore the fact that I'm going to plow through ground, crew, and equipment. I see some traffic up in the air there. That's just adding to the immersion with FSLTL. It's not coordinated with BeyondATC right now. They're imminently getting close to injecting traffic on the ground and in the air. But this just makes it a little interesting, especially at nighttime. Especially in the LA area.
November 77 Kilo Romeo. Contact Bakersfield Tower 118.1.
118.1, November 7 Kilo Romeo. You'll have to overlook the signage in the middle of the taxiway. That's a blooper. This is there's not a high quality airport add-on yet for Bakersfield at this time. 12645 is plugged in for departure. 2223. Got my heading set 300 runway. Bakersfield Tower, November 77 Kilo Romeo. Holding short runway 30 right.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, Bakersfield Tower. Wind 275 at 10. Fly heading 300. Runway 30 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 300. Runway 30 right. Cleared for takeoff. November 7 Kilo Romeo. Here's the fun part. See if I saw that traffic, but it must not have been incoming. And again, BATC wouldn't even know about it yet. Not quite yet. Flaps 1. Takeoff mode enabled. Armed. Gives me a flight director. I'm going to hold to manual, thrust, and overall hand fly until it's a whole nother topic, until I'm up at 4,000. Slow and gradual. Let's see if we can actually get her to lift off more in a normal way instead of jumping off the runway. I'm working so hard to try to isolate. There it goes again. It's doing it. Wow. So weird. So weird. Anyway.
November 77 Kilo Romeo. Contact Bakersfield departure. Have a good day.
To Bakersfield departure, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Bakersfield departure, November 77 Kilo Romeo, 2,600 for 4,000.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, Bakersfield departure. Good day, radar contact. Climb and maintain 1010,000, altimeter 29er79er.
Climb and maintain 1010,000, altimeter 29er79er, November 7 Kilo Romeo.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, Bakersfield, expect Lagos 2, runway 24.
Expect Lagos 2, runway 24, November 7 Kilo Romeo.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, turn right heading 125.
Right heading 125, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Climbing to 10,000. We're now on autopilot. Okay, so let me get my view down a little bit.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, contact Los Angeles Center 127.1.
127.1, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Los Angeles Center, November 77 Kilo Romeo, 7.9 for 10,000.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb and maintain flight level 210, November 7 Kilo Romeo. So I'm setting a target at 270. I could do this off the FMS, but in fact I will. I'll switch it to FMS mode. There we go. FMS mode will feed in the speed restrictions for the auto throttle. So we got 4,000.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, turn right heading 150.
Right heading 150, November 7 Kilo Romeo. So 4,000 feet per minute at 270 knots. Let's see how much better I can do. Let's set it at 4,500. Yeah, not quite, almost. So I'll bring her down to 4,000. Coming up through 16,000.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, cleared direct lando, resume on navigation.
Direct lando, resume on navigation, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Lando, direct, activate, nav, and here we go. Direct to lando. Okay. 29,992. Coming up on flight level 210. And speed target now from the FMS 320. So flight level 210 with 22 nautical miles to go to Lando from Bakersfield. Pretty good. Let's take a look at traffic. Whoops. Interesting. I thought I could switch over. Is it full? Half. And they're both active. There we go. A little bit of traffic. Yep, and that barber pole right up on it. Oh, how about a bit of a map here? How about an arrival? Let's take a look at Palomar. Variable, variable, variable. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and plug in procedure approach ILS-24 from ocean side, load Palomar ILS-24 ocean side. Good, good, good. All right. Minimums 527. I believe. Yes. $121.5 for ATIS. Go ahead and get that loaded. That hot bowl back in there where we came from, more than warm. Sunny day. I'm not running Active Sky, the sophisticated weather software, because I was trying to troubleshoot and isolate. Well, maybe a little bit of traffic here. We should be able to see some of this. There's one right there. I think that'd be this one that's just 3,000 just came across us. Anyway, not running Active Sky. And yeah, I won't get into those details. But just trying to Isolate root causes of some behaviors, some strange behaviors.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, contact Los Angeles Center 125.8. Have a good day.
125.8, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Los Angeles Center, November 77 Kilo Romeo, flight level 210.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, Los Angeles Center, roger.
They're not going to give me an altimeter because it's standard at this flight, at this level. To keep reminding myself of that. Okay, so descent. I'm either going to be given or I'm going to request a descent via the arrival. I'm going to start with 15,000. VNAV. So I've got path armed, VNAV activated, path armed. Top of descent, just short of Nuji. Let's look at a little bit more. Let's see. Traffic looks okay. Let's look at a bit more VNAV info here. So I've got a little over 3 minutes, top of descent, flight path angle 1.5 degrees, about 1,200 feet per minute. Yes, target. Switched Palomar into ATIS in, but it's not gonna be active just yet. Distance. So fuel 5940. Engine parameters nominal. Interesting. I'm at 79.9% in one. Not topped out. Up on Nuji. I'm going to have to get a clearance before I can allow this baby to come down.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, descend via Lagos. To arrival, McClellan Palomar Airport landing, runway 24, altimeter 2977.
Descend via Lagos to arrival, runway 24, altimeter 2977, November 77 Kilo Romeo. Altimeter 2977, confirmed runway 24. Here comes my path guidance, which I would have whether I have VNAV activated or not. In other which I can follow this with VS if I choose. Okay.
November 77 Kilo Romeo. Contact Los Angeles Center 132.85. Have a good one.
132.85, November 7 Kilo Romeo. 285. Los Angeles Center, November 77 Kilo Romeo. Descending via Legos 2, flight level 20.6.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, Los Angeles Center, roger.
So my FMS auto throttle target came down from 320 to 280 for descent. That's the profiles. If I go into, whoops, I didn't have to do that. I can go into VNAV and I can go descent. You can see the 280. You're not seeing this, sorry, down here. So I'll go back and go into VNAV and my descent profiles. Climb, cruise, descent, plus speed restrictions because I'm in FMS mode, just turning toward Legos. Watching my glide path guidance to make sure I stay online, otherwise I'll manually control it using VS. So the restrictions here, you'll see it come into play with the auto throttle and the FMS configuration. It's on FMS versus manual right now. That's magenta versus cyan. So you'll see that change at AVOLs, which has a 250 knot restriction. So I've got my ILS 24 from Oceanside loaded, not active, but loaded. Got my minimums plugged in. Let's go to performance, weight and balance. Landing data. Weather, slowed METAR, 189.5, 2977, runway 24, landing configuration, 4 flaps, landing data, accept landing speeds, VREF 118, V approach 130. So I've got my speed bugs set. My minimums set. Minimums here, speed bugs. Okay, we're still on the right glide path to achieve the 15,000 restriction at Legos, which is in 17 nautical miles. A lot of traffic in the area, as you can see. Again, it's not seen or managed yet by BeyondATC. They will inject traffic, and then you'll be able to hear those communications.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, contact Los Angeles Center 134.575.
134.575, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Los Angeles Center, November 77 Kilo Romeo, 16,600, descending via Legos 2.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, Los Angeles Center, roger.
2977. Let's go down a little bit here. 290. 77. Okay, we're coming up on Legos. Go ahead and bring her down to 13,000. At or below, which means 11,000, which is the next restriction. Well, 2 restrictions away. I'm going to achieve 15,000 in the correct time frame. I have just switched to VS mode. Okay, so I am looking for a speed that's going to give me at or below 13,000 in 8.5 nautical miles. After we get past AVOLs, I'll go to manual speed, manual auto throttle mode, but I'll let you see what it does in terms of bringing it down to 250 before AVOLs, by AVOLs. Okay, I'm looking for 13,000, got 5.5 miles. I'm going to speed her up a little bit in terms of the descent. Probably going to be about right. Got some traffic. Got to below 13,000. It's going to work out just fine. Coming down to 11,000. I'm expecting the FMS to adjust my speed real quick here. Yep, it just went down to 250. So our restriction is 11,000, that's where I've got it set. We got 5.5 nautical miles. You can see the glide path guidance getting closer. I'll basically have to ignore the traffic at this point. One pilot operation. Okay, I can see I'm going to get down and prior to AVOLs with the little arc here. Okay, let's see, SoCal is going to be the next one they give me. And then I need to get Tower. Tower's going to be 18.6, so I need to be ready with that one. Okay, we're level 11. Now we're going to come down to 7. Bring my arc short of Pacific. There we go. I want to cross Pacific at 7,000. There we go. It's going to be about 900 feet per minute. Landing lights on. 10,000. Coming down through 10,000. 2977. The one interesting thing is going to be on my approach plate. SoCal approach 127.3. I don't think that's what they're going to give me from the practice work I've done. Okay. My arcs.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, contact SoCal approach 119.6, see you.
SoCal 119.6, November 7 Kilo Romeo. SoCal approach, November 77 Kilo Romeo, 9,600, descending via Legos 2.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, verify information Oscar.
We have information Oscar, November 7 Kilo Romeo. No, we don't, actually.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, SoCal approach, altimeter 2977. Expect the ILS runway 24 via Oceanside VOR.
Altimeter 2977, expect ILS 24 via Oceanside VOR, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Yeah. I thought we had, I did not activate the ATIS, so I'm going to put in tower 118.6. Okay. Got 11.6 for Pacific. And it looks like we're coming down nicely for our altitude restriction. Let's listen to this code.
Departing runway 24. Numerous cranes in operation around McClellan Palomar. Advise on initial contact, you have information Oscar. McClellan Palomar Airport information Oscar. 0215 Zulu. Wind 185 at 5, visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 21, dew point 17. Altimeter 2977. Landing and departing runway 24. Numerous cranes in operation around McClellan.
All right. Ground 121.8. Sighted on COM 2. Okay. So we got tower set up in standby. Our altitude target arc looks good for Pacific for 7. Then we're going to go down to, well, whatever they tell us to, at or above 4,500, I'll bet, for Oceanside.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, cleared direct Oceanside. Cross Oceanside at or above 4,500. Cleared ILS runway 24.
Cleared direct Oceanside, cross at or above 4,500. Cleared for ILS 24, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Procedure. Activate approach. dark for Oceanside. It's going to be just a little bit past Oceanside to reach 4,500. That achieves the restriction of crossing Oceanside at or above 4.5. Okay, I've just gone into manual auto throttle mode. See, I see some traffic there. They're coming our direction, but again, it's you can see them on the MFD. They're coming right at us, but again, it's not real in terms of BeyondATC. So we just have to ignore it. Well, it's fun to see it around, but it's not in play when it comes to the air traffic control guidance. They're going under us, right under us. Okay. Missed approach, climb to 3,000 on heading 245. Inbound on Oceanside VOR radio 145 to Oceanside VOR and hold. Published missed. And we're turning direct. Homley, initial approach fix. Oceanside being the feeder. At my skill level, I'm going to go ahead and back off on the speed, coming down to 230. I think when I'm inside the class Delta, I have to be down to 200. Yeah, I think they're Delta versus Charlie. Yeah, they're Delta. But coming up on 4,500, I'm actually going to back off. I'll come down to 210. Okay, so I'm still in auto throttle mode. You got the AT here at 210. .27 is on the, got it on the PFD. Hold on. Am I a class Charlie? Or am I a category C? Change it to 576. Enter. have to look that up and look at what those speeds are. I think I am. Okay, I'm going to have to go back into getting things to where I can land this plane. .1 Oceanside. Bring in 1 notch of flaps. 180. You can see the ILS here. What do you call it? Phantom ILS or something? Ghost ILS. .160. I'm bringing in a 2nd notch of flaps. Not going to need speed brakes on this one. Setting 3300 as my SCON altitude restriction. For our turn. .150 with 2 notches of flaps, coming down to 3300 before SCON, 2600 after. Arming approach. Change the source to localizer. Localizer and glide slope are locked. Stay at 150 until we get to Sidru. Typically they'll want you to keep your speed up.
November 77 Kilo Romeo. Contact Palomar Tower 118.6.
118.6, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Palomar Tower, November 77 Kilo Romeo, ILS 24.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, Palomar Tower, wind 185 at 5, runway 24 cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 24, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Okay, Sidru 1.1, drop into gear. Got 2 notches of flaps, coming down to 140. Whoops. That was just something I did with my gear here. I took it below the bottom on the flaps. So I dropped the full flaps. So we're across Sidru. Okay, going to stay on. I'm actually going to move the throttle, which deactivates auto throttle, and then I'm going to manually control the throttle. (1700) decision altitude 576. See. $1,100. Good visibility. Just getting past the stuff.
Autopilot.
Off autopilot. Hand fly.
Terrain. Terrain.
Minimums. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. 10.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, exit left at Alpha 6.
Left at Alpha 6, November 7 Kilo Romeo. That was not a quality landing.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, contact ground 121.8.
Ground 121.8, November 7 Kilo Romeo.
Negative, ground on 121.8.
Ground on 121.8, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Just trying to get this interface to where I can look at the okay. Palomar ground, November 7 Kilo Romeo. Taxi to ramp 20.
November 77 Kilo Romeo, welcome to McClellan Palomar Airport, ramp 20 taxi via Alpha.
Ramp 20, taxi via Alpha, November 7 Kilo Romeo. This thing up here a little bit. Okay. Yeah, someone coming in. See what kind of traffic that is. They don't they haven't done the crowdsourcing on or use of Google data for things like F-Flight or Carlsbad Jet Center or things like that. They don't have that in here, so they're going by ramp numbers, which is what that was all about. Well, no, someone's not landing here. I just see this traffic right off out here. Whoops, just lost my... So this is going to be a flight, excuse me, Atlantic. Okay. Brakes. Landing lights off. My recognition lights came off. Don't get that one. Oh, I never turned my APU off during the flight, did I? Two engines coming down. Let's get this thing turned off. All right, so yeah, that gives you a good full flight look at this second tool, BeyondATC. Not using as much AI, only for speech, as the other product is, but it's more on the rails kind of approach and structure and design. Give it a better result when you're following a arrival, a departure and or an arrival, versus just getting vectoring when they don't yet have all the data for things like terrain, etc. Anyway, that was a step forward, although I still haven't figured out this whole takeoff thing in terms of what's contributing to it jumping off the runway. I have to hold forward yoke pressure to keep it from doing that. It's just really weird at a very low stabilizer position, nose low. So anyway, hope you found that interesting, and we'll see you next time.